So Sea King winning the Bendigo Cup last week, you mentioned before getting the call up an hour before he won the Bendigo Cup. What was that like, thinking you might not get a ride and then finally picking up a ride?
Yeah, I kind of written off getting a ride, to be honest. The Bendigo Cup was the last trial, and I said to my agent over here, I don't think there's anything I can ride now. I'm going to book my flight straight to Japan. And I did that. And then Harry called me obviously an hour before and asked if I'd be interested. I said yes. So obviously cancelled my other flights and rebooked to come here. So
He's not a horse you've had much to do with in the UK, but from what you've watched and from your knowledge of his UK form, how do you think he's going to stack up?
yeah, I mean his form stacks up quite similar to One Smooth Operator, who's a live chance also. He's quite a progressive horse, and he was in Sir Mark Prescott's before Harry's, and they thought very highly of him. So, he might have a new lease of life with a change of scenery and surroundings. So hopefully he can take another step forward. His run in the Ebor was pretty solid.
That's the thing. So both of them came through the Ebor, but the Ebor looked quite on-speed dominated, and both of them made ground from the back.
Yeah, he stayed on well. He's a horse that needs to relax, and he'll come home good. And if he can relax, I'm sure he'll run a huge race.
It's funny. A lot of people have been saying about how headstrong he can be and free moving, but a lot of people have said you're the right jockey because your core strength would be the equal of any person on the planet.
I don't know about that. We'll find out tomorrow, but it's not something I'm really worried about or think about. But in a race like that, you probably do want a strong traveller. But to what degree, I'll have to tell you after I've ridden him tomorrow.
Have you had a look much at the race, and have you got a game plan in mind?
Yeah, I've obviously had a look at the race in a bit of depth. There's seemingly not a whole lot of pace on paper this year. Obviously, Just Fine usually makes a run in, whereas last year there was a ferocious pace to aim at. Obviously, I probably could do with a strong gallop. Whether I'll get that or not, I'm not too sure. But with my draw, at least I kind of have a choice of, within the first two, getting the position I need to be in the right one.
And obviously, Harry, is he a trainer you ride much for in the UK?
I don't ride a lot for Harry. I've ridden out for him a few times, but he's a guy Tom and I know fairly well. Obviously, he used to work for William Haggis, and he spent quite a lot of time down under and prepared quite a few big winners, as in the likes of a Dave. So he knows what it takes to have a horse to come and win over here.